Hey, what's up, guys? Today we'll be working on this program we were making before, and well, I'm not really sure what we can get done today, so I'll just start working. Our plan is to make a tool panel, just like this color panel. That'll be where all the selectable items are, like these. And so just make a rectangle and convert to symbol, name it tools panel, and give it the property instance name of tools, P for panel. And we can take the color inside this panel and go into the call box, one of the call boxes, and in the actions, we'll say instead of root dot the color, we'll say root dot tool P dot the color dot curl shower. Also, we can make a tool jogger as well, or if you want to use the panel jogger, you can do that, but I like to use it separately. Basically, because if you use one jogger and you want to stretch it to resize according to the size of the panel you're putting it in, if I were to make a box like that and I try to resize it, the stroke also resizes, but that's according to the size of the box, and that just takes up time. Well, I just don't really like how it looks. So we'll give this the instance name of tool dragger with a capital D, and onto the frames actions layer, you can copy all this code, start drag and stop drag, and we can just replace it to tool P dot tool dragger with capital D, and we can do the same thing for the unrelease and unrelease outside. Also, go into the color jogger, and where it had the color, change that to tool P dot the color. So root dot tool P dot the color dot color shower. So let's test it. Okay, the jogger currently does not work. Tool jogger. Oh, my bad. It's tools P, the tool dragger. But to save time, instead of changing all code, we can just change him to tool P. So if we try to test it, you can see it works. Also, last day we set this color box so that every color, if we hover on this color but we don't click it and then release, this color shower would snap back to the color that the color box currently is. Green, blue, take it off, it'll go back to red. What you would notice is that the first time you run the game and the color is currently white, if you hover any color but then you take it off, it'll go to black. That's because this color has not been defined. I painted it white using the paint tool, but I did not define it to be white. So when any color is undefined, it automatically, well, they put it as black. So we want to define it when we load our game. So we can say var colorfuls equals and target tool p dot color shower dot color box and set RGB to 0x FF. That's white. That's the hex code for white. Number X FFFFF. So if we run that now, when we hover something and take it off, oh my bad. Let's try that again. Oh, oh, his name is actually the color dot color shower. So we release, it goes back to white since the default color is white. So now it works. But to save frustration in the further future, since when we add boxes, they actually attach movie clips and each of them have different depths, they most likely will appear over one of these objects. So a good thing we can do is set each of the object's depths. So we can say tool panel depth is equal to let's think of a big number that we probably might not have all of those boxes. 999999. And the color panels depth. Okay, we want the color to be above the tools. So set his depth to that and set the tool panel to 99998 or any big number, but just make sure it's one underneath. Then go into the color panel and say an enter frame. This dot swap depths with root dot color panel depth. The reason why we use root is because each movie clip have their own variables. So if I give color panel the variable new variable, in order to access to this variable, I'll have to give him an instance name, and then on the main actions I would say color panel dot new variable. And that's the same way for the stage. The stage is known as root, I guess. So in order to access the variable on the stage, we say root.colorPanelDepth. Same with functions on the stage, root.functionName, or it won't work. So this the swap depths, root.colorPanelDepth, and on the two panels actions on clip event, enter frame, this dot swap depth root dot tool panel depth. What I've just noticed is this is an unenter frame, and we only need to change his depth once because it's not like the two panel depth would be increasing. So what we can do in his actions, we'll actually say on clip event load. So that'll only happen once, and that's the only the amount of times needs to be happen. And change in the tools actions on clip event load to enter frame to on clip event load. Stop depth. So no matter what he's under, and if I release, he's still on. That's another reason why I did equals to unrelease outside, because if unrelease outside wasn't there and I dragged him underneath the tools, but then I release, right now I release and he's still following the mouse. So and he's still following the mouse all again unless I click again and then release, because since I release here, it's outside of the object, it's outside of the stage, which is on a movie clip. So that's why we use unrelease outside, so that it will also release when you drag it on the objects. And at the start of the movie game, we also want to set this visibility to false. So on clip event load, or on the actions frame, we can just say show color is equal to false. So when we run it, it'll be false. Unless we click this, it'll be true. Well, that wraps up what we've got completed for this video. Next video, we're going to begin working on boxes, adding them to stage. It's pretty easy once you understand. So we want to make select tools. So what we can do now is just quickly draw what you'd want to look like a select tool and something to look like a box tool. Make sure they're the same size and width. We'll be changing them into selectable items next time. So see you. Any questions, please comment below. Bye.